To the NFL we go, 5 days away from Super Bowl 59, the Chiefs and the Eagles, both teams coming off of media night last night where they answered a wide variety of questions. Today, though, the focus shifting to the actual game and new on SportsCenter from the Chiefs' perspective, the pursuit of history. Here's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Super Bowl is always top of the top, and to be able to have this opportunity to be in this game, it's always special. And so we're just going to go out there and lay it all on the line. I mean, we've worked so hard to be in this game, and I'm proud of my teammates. We're one win away from going out and completing history, so I'm excited for it.
I think he just put guys in a position, and he got so way you don't want to let him down. Like, everyone probably on this team, looks up to Coach Reed, and nobody wants to let him down. So, we go out there and do our job.
You want to kind of find that area where you keep a steady climb. If something bad happens, try to learn from it and move on. But every game's got that, and every game's a little bit different. So we've doinked them in, we've blocked field goals, we've done. So whatever comes up, I'm sure our guys will handle and move forward in a positive way. Yeah.
They always figure it out. Reporter Jeff Darlington is covering the Chiefs all week. He joins us from New Orleans. All right, Jeff, how is Kansas City relying on their Super Bowl experience as they get ready to attempt a three-peat?
Well, it's a great question, and it kind of echoes what Andy Reid was just talking about. But I first do want to paint a picture for where I'm standing right now. We're at the Chiefs team hotel, and it's a very different environment than some of the past Super Bowls that they've played in. I mean, I'm literally like Canal Street, if you're familiar with New Orleans, is not but a few yards that way. Like Mr. Binky's Halloween store is across the street. There's a jazz hall right here. I mean, this is all right where the Chiefs are staying in preparation for this Super Bowl. So it is different in that way, but the Chiefs themselves are trying to stay insulated, and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce were talking about how they need to lean into their experience, their Super Bowl experience from their first time playing in this game. Kelce talked about the hype being the thing that he learned the most to deal with since his early days, to understand that it is going to feel massive, trying to tell his younger teammates that they need to just treat this game like any other game in terms of their emotion on the football field. Patrick Mahomes talking about the lessons he learned from his first Super Bowl, saying that you have to understand the rhythm and the flow of this game. Don't try to take a big shot when the defense is in a sequence where they're playing well. Ride the ebbs and flows of the game. Don't get too emotional. So while we're standing here in the French Quarter, inside this hotel, these Chiefs players and this Chiefs team is trying to stay as stoic and focused as possible.
I would imagine that's pretty hard. By the way, a little bit more about where you currently are. Melinda, I know she did a great job doing the plants behind you. Tell her it looks really good. We love it.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Whatever
Jeff.
it takes.
Exactly.
We got landscaping out here, guys. There's people, I mean, you don't even want to know.
It looks beautiful.
We're living the New Orleans life right now, guys.
Great job out there, Jeff. We'll see you soon. Did Patrick Mahomes just say he would be a country singer?
Everyone's doing it.
That would be odd. It was a great night in New Orleans. The Chiefs will be going for that three-peat in 5 days against the Eagles. Hawk is blessing us in the studio today for the 2P. He's going to give us some ball hawks.
Yes, first ball hawks of the year. I did this every week last year.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said you're blessing us, because he never shows up. Anyways, who do you think are going to be the biggest playmakers in Super Bowl 59?
So I kind of did like a little bit, yes, biggest playmakers, but kind of the guys that are the most important in this game. And for the Eagles on offense, I'm going to go with Devontae Smith, wide receiver. I think that the Chiefs' big game plan to stop their passing attack will obviously be to slow down A.J. Brown. So what will Devontae Smith do? That'll be the big question. He had a huge game the last time these two teams matched up in the Super Bowl. Can he do it again and maybe even build upon it even more?
All right, what about the Eagles' defense? Give me your ball hawk on that.
Defense, I'm going Cooper DeJean. Now, what I love about the Kansas City Chiefs is they have this receiver by committee thing going on, which is great because they're all pretty good when they need to be. But on the other side of the ball for the Eagles, they're a very special unit in the defensive backfield. And Cooper DeJean, the way he's come on this year, has been the reason. He's good in the run game. He's good in the pass game. He's good in man-to-man. He's good in zone. And he's going to be a very important piece of stopping some of these pick plays that the Chiefs like to run out of bunches.
All right, over to the other squad, the Chiefs. Give me a ball hawk on their offense.
Offense, this is Joe Thuney. The biggest question for the Chiefs offense all year is what are they going to do at left tackle? They had a bunch of people try to get in there. They had Humphreys. They had Joe Thuney finally stepped up, moved over from the left guard position, and he's locked it up. Can he maintain that against maybe one of the best fronts in the NFL, if not the best front, defensively, defensive line, and at the linebacker core?
All right, finally, give me a ball hawk on the Chiefs' defense.
Yeah, Chiefs defense, Trent McDuffie. I talked about it a little earlier with A.J. Brown. What Trent McDuffie loves to do is he likes to take away their top receiver. He did a great job versus Nico Collins. He did a good job versus the Bills as well, and the Chiefs defense love to have that tool. The thing is, he loves to play press, and he's best in press man-to-man, but also A.J. Brown is great against press man-to-man, and he sees more targets when that happens. So if Trent McDuffie can step up huge, the Chiefs have their best chance.
All right, we'll see what happens. You're leaving in 2 days, right?
Yeah, I'm out of here.
In New Orleans.
For
All
sure.
right, we'll see you there.
Yeah.
We're 5 days away from the Super Bowl, so this segment is brought to you by the number 5. Starting with the man who is making his annual appearance in the big game. Patrick Mahomes is playing in his 5th Super Bowl and looking for his 4th win. If he comes out victorious, he'll have the most Super Bowl titles by any quarterback through 8 seasons. Now, Patrick Mahomes has thrown 5 of his 7 Super Bowl touchdowns in the 4th quarter and OT, including 2 in his Super Bowl 57 comeback against the Eagles. Yeah, that one. On the other side, Philadelphia has their fair share of 5s. The Eagles are making their 5th Super Bowl appearance and they're 1-3 overall. Their lone win coming 7 years ago today against the Patriots. However, the last time they were in the Super Bowl, that was the loss against the Chiefs. Now, their star wide receiver, Devontae Smith, he's looking to make history as well. With a Super Bowl victory, he'll become the 5th player to win a Heisman Trophy, a national title, and a Super Bowl, joining Reggie Bush, Charles Woodson, Marcus Allen, and Tony Dorsett. And now to Saquon Barkley, who seeks to cap off a legendary season. He looks to accomplish a feat only 5 players have done in their entire career: lead the league in rushing, win a Super Bowl, and win Offensive Player of the Year, which he currently is the favorite for, according to ESPN Bet. Here's the Eagles on finding their identity, and it's new on SportsCenter.
Anything worthwhile in this world is not instant gratification. It takes getting better every single day. And that's really what we did. We put our head down. You know, we felt like we had a great training camp, and it didn't start the way we envisioned it. But, you know, we just continued to work and continued to put the work in and put our head down and go and, you know, and just continually got better. And I think we're playing our best ball now. So it's because of these guys just, you know, with that constant effort of how to get better.
It's just a mentality that's ingrained in me. That's how I've always carried myself. I've always prided myself on learning from the highs and the lows, you know, because they all come with it. You know, all one and the same. And so just taking everything with a grain of salt, being objective with the process, and just taking every opportunity I can to grow and having that approach in it.
It is ESPN Bet Props Week as we lead into Super Bowl 59, and today we are focusing on the offensive skill players. Sports betting analyst Tyler Fulgham is with us alongside NFL analyst Andrew Hawkins, who's back. All right, so all eyes, obviously, they're on Saquon Barkley as he tries to win his first Super Bowl. What are some props that you like for him?
I do want to show you his rushing yardage prop. I'm not going to bet it, Hawk. It's too high for me. 110.5. Would I be surprised if he gets $125? Of course not. He's Saquon Barkley. Instead, what I'm going to do is go to his longest rush. I would bet that his longest rush in this game goes over 24.5 yards. Why? He's Saquon Barkley. He's the most explosive running back in the business. So in case they're trailing in the second half and have to throw more than run, I'll hope for an explosive 25-yard run somewhere early in the game from Saquon.
I like it. I mean, even with other running backs who have, let's say, similar height, similar speed, similar quickness, he's special in his vision and the way he cuts. So he creates seams by setting up blocks where there's not typically seams against defenses, and just a smallest error in reaction creates 30-yard gaps.
That offensive line is nasty.
Yes.
Chiefs defense, even if they were great defending one, they're just kind of average. You trust Saquon to make a big one.
Of course. Let's stay on the offensive side for the Eagles.
Receptions.
A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown. 5.5 is his number, Hawk. I'm going to go under here. A.J. is obviously a big play threat, but he's only had 6 or more receptions 5 times in 16 games played this season. I think Steve Spagnuolo is going to make other pieces beat him besides A.J. He doesn't like it.
I'm like, that face is
I don't like this one because McDuffie and these corners love to play press on the outside. And anytime A.J. is pressed, he has a 37% target percentage, which is the most in the league.
Stat.
And they're going to have a single safety because you can't play 2 against Saquon.
That's a good stat.
Really good stat.
Okay, fair. Hey, listen.
The only one I researched today. So glad we went with that one.
All right, let's go to the Chiefs.
The only time you brought research to the show is to rebuke me.
Yeah, that's a little rude. It's a little rude. Chiefs offense, Travis Kelce.
Yeah, Travis Kelce, 6.5 is his prop, but I'm actually going to go over there with Travis Kelce. Now, we need 7 receptions. That's a lot. But Travis Kelce is a guy who's given us 7 or more receptions in 8 games this year. Vic Fangio's 2 high shell defense should leave the middle of the field open. Those cornerbacks are great on the perimeter. I think, unlike we saw against Buffalo last week, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid will be dialing up routes in the middle of the field, those option routes, those I know where you're going to be before the defense routes where Mahomes and 87 have that ESP. I think we get 7 catches from Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I have no in-depth analysis for this. I'm with you.
Okay,
I love
there we
it.
go.
You get on the big stage, Christine, and you play the hits. That's what you do. All right? Simple as that.
He said he got 1 stat for us. He already gave it to us.
That's good analysis. Sometimes you just play the hits.
All right, finally, Xavier Worthy. What do you got?
Yeah, TD score. I think Xavier Worthy is going to find the paint again. We got plus 150 on the price here. Worthy has been a great weapon in the red zone, which you wouldn't think small stature, but that hawk-like quickness. That hawk-like quickness inside the 20-yard line. Put him in motion, have him beat someone to the perimeter, to the pylon, have Patrick Mahomes give him the rock. He scored in 3 of his last 4 games. That's why I like him to find the paint in the Super Bowl.
You know what? You're playing the hits. That's what you're doing, because I like this one as well. The reason why is they love to run a lot of these pick routes. They love to run these bunch formations where it's honestly just a bunch of Kelce, Hollywood Brown, DeAndre Hopkins getting in people's way to give Worthy a little bit of a seam. He's so fast. If you get 1 step behind, it is 6. So yes.
I'll take it. 3 out of the 4 bets.
You guys agree on most of them.
Hey, if you win 75%, I'm not saying that you're all going to win, but I got approval on 75% of the bets. That's good by me. That's a winning strategy by me.
Pretty good. And you guys both go to New Orleans. Are you guys a fan of beignets?
Love beignets.
Okay. Have you had them?
Food in general.
Nah, I'm not a beignet guy.
Who doesn't like fried
You don't like
dough
donuts?
and powdered sugar?
Kanye's cousin.
That's a little weird.
I think it's Kanye's cousin.
Weird. All right, guys. Good luck with
Kanye
that.
West.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
That's what it is, baby. That's
And
what
he
it
will
is.
score. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
A pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. 7 yards the pick up there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Fitzpatrick now. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long, it's Smith escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.